I believe love is, by the way, at a spiritual level, absolutely. But I also feel like people go through the motions of their day, and they get caught up and they're easily distracted and they're easily emotional in the positive and negative ways. And, life catches up to them. And so love, if you really want to experience it in your life, you need to get disciplined to put it out there. So let's just start with that. If you want more love, put more out there. That's what's going to, quote unquote, attract it. Okay, so now we got that covered. Now let me give you 4 ideas for those who do that. Just give it to me, Brendon. Let me attract it. First and foremost, be open. Be open. Like, what's going to attract something new into our lives is when we have created the white space around us that a new energy could enter, right? Most people, they say that they are open. Well, Brendon, I'm open, I'm a liberal. Or Brendon, I'm open, I'm a this, or I'm open, I'm that. No, that's not what I mean. What I mean by openness is that if you think about it like spatially, right? Like this room. What makes this room open is the absence of structure. Does that make sense? So in your own life, sometimes all that structure that you're trying to build to perfect things, to organize things, to discipline things, to keep everything great, that structure can also blind you or prevent and block out more coming in. So sometimes you need to be okay that your routine doesn't have to be perfect, that your habits don't have to be exact, that what you think needs to happen when you go into that networking experience doesn't need to happen. That dinner out with the girls doesn't have to go a specific way. That especially in social situations, you structure less. Lower your expectation, lower your anticipation, and instead go in with a full openness and trust to that universe, a full openness and trust of faith that something amazing could come in that you might not have any control about. If you need help on this, go watch that old movie, what was it called? Serendipity, with John Cusack, and I can't remember the lady's name in that movie. But it was all about, like, she was in this, she's going to trust that things are going to come back around. And it's a beautiful thing. So you have to trust that in your social situations, that things will come into you. Be open to that possibility of things working out. Here's a simple way to do that. I call it the door frame tag. Anytime I walk into a new door in a social situation that matters to me, right? I'm walking in to go meet somebody new, to go to a networking event, to go out with my friends into a bar. When I walk through a door frame, I trigger my mind to say this: what's this going to be like? There's an enthusiasm. What's this going to be like? Not like, I know what I want. No, what's this going to be like? People who are like, what's this going to be like, have higher curiosity. Thus, they have higher openness and faith and trust that something cool is going to happen. That's going to draw people into you. Like that anticipation that something good around here is going to happen, that's going to draw people to you, okay? So that openness, that trust, that faith, whatever you want to call it. Number 2, and this is really important, joy. Nothing is more attractive than when you are in your full element, your joy of life, that gratitude, that just sense about you that says, I'm happy with my life. Because nothing's less attractive than the person who just always is complaining and moaning. And hey, look, it's okay that you're not always happy. This is not about putting a smile on for everybody and faking it. But do everything you can to set up habits and take care of your mind in such a way that you generate more happiness. Happy, beautiful people. You've heard it, right? We're to be vibrant people. We're to be happy people. We're to be joyous people. But that doesn't happen by itself. What we have to do is we have to try. And the reason we have to try is because life gets in the way. There's that jerk who cut you off at work, that person who stole your trust, that person who was mean to you over here. And you have to remember, like, okay, I have to bring the joy for myself. Don't wait for it to enter. Because when you're beautiful, that's when you're joyous. Your beautiful laugh is that one that's true and genuine and joyous in the moment. Joy is spontaneous. It is present. It is something, though, we can also learn to cue. We can learn to appreciate that thing that it brings us joy. That person that said this, that person that did that, your child walks by. You can use these as cues to remember to be grateful and to feel more joy. The more joyous you are, the more you attract good energy into your life. I think the third big piece is, and I know I said the word earlier, just try. And what I mean by try is try with other people again. I watch people talk at lunch. They're not really trying to be engaged. They're not really there. And it's great that they're comfortable with themselves, but they're going through the motions. And very few things ever happen amazing when two people are just going through the motions. Because our default going through the motions, unless it's imbued by like challenge or presence or vibrancy, usually our default is homeostasis of just like, yeah. And that is not very attractive, okay? That is not something that gets people's attention. What gets people's attention is when you put an effort to listen to them, to be with them, to be present with them, to change the energy between the two of you, for you to spark something. Stop waiting for good energy to come into your life and start generating great energy, and you'll feel the difference. Try with your energy again, right? Really pay attention to people. Be present with them. They'll feel that you're trying and they'll appreciate it. I'm not saying faking, right? So if it's not authentic and real, don't do it. But you must try more often to show up as your best self into conversations and to try and pull out the best of others. I think the most sexy thing in a person ever is someone who's trying to pull out the best energy from you, right? Whether they're trying to pull out the flirtation of you or pull out the joy of you or the gratitude of you or that positive range of emotions from you, that's pretty sexy. So try to bring out the best of others. And then I guess the last piece is be willing to spend more time with people. I think a lot of people who struggle attracting people into their life is because they're so transactional with their relationships and so quick with them. You know, well, let's grab a quick bite to eat. Okay. And they go to fast food together and they leave. I'm like, sit and enjoy your time with people. As you enjoy more time with people, they want to introduce you to more of their people. Your network expands. As your network expands and people meet you in a place where you are open. They meet you in a place where you are joyous. They meet you where they can tell that you're trying and you're spending quality time with them. They start introducing more people into your network. And all of a sudden, you've got more people referring more people to you, and you attract more people, and guess what? The odds are out of those more people, you will also meet that one, find that love.